Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Pete's on. You can hear us, Pete? You're muted.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man. Thanks. All right. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh. All right, do roll call. Start.
Christian Leonard, Lewis and Clark County Noxious Weed Supervisor.
Jade Wills, Lewis and Clark County Public Works.
Alex Lopez, Lewis and Clark County Weed Management Manager.
Neil Snell, board member at large.
Stacy Barch, board member.
Monty Miles, board member.
Lily Nix, Big Sky Watershed Corps member.
Jessica Vegas, Special Districts Coordinator.
Okay, Dave Birch, board member, and Pete.
Pete Christensen, board member at large.
Okay, thanks for you guys.
Shelley's on
here.
too.
Oh, Shelley's on too.
Shelley Holland, board member.
Shelley, thanks for getting on.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Okay, past minute, meeting minutes are online, I'm guessing.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Action items. Jump into the non-compliance. Turn it over to you or Alex.
Okay, yeah, so on first part of action items is the Appendix A. So if you go to the third sheet of your agenda, you will see the appendices. We will work through these, starting with WD 2026-019. There was no action to be taken on that as the property had been treated for weeds within our inspection time. So we are good to go on that. Now, if you go into your case details or your non-compliance packet, page 1, we will look at WD 2026-020. Page 1 is where it starts. It goes over the case details. You can see the weed maps, photos taken. You can see the inspection failed and then failed. So if you guys go to page number 3, you can see the map. This one is the orange color, but that looks like it's because I think it's spotted knapweed, correct, Alex? Yeah. I'm trying, sorry. Not colorblind, but
There's musk thistle kind of throughout that portion of their parcel, but there are additional species like spotted knapweed, toad flax, and white top as well.
yeah, white top too. And then just to let you guys know, I know it was a question last time, but this little this lot here is 0.31 acres. So. And then on the others, on the pages 4 and 5, you can see the pictures that Alex and I took while we were out there looking. You can see the mullein, the musk thistle, and then the knapweeds in there intermixed with the grass. And we have had no response from them, and the voluntary compliance letter for all 3 of these cases were mailed on June 30th. That's what we have for the case details and information. And if you guys have any questions, please let us know.
Okay.
Do the same people own area around there, or is it just this parcel that they own? Do you have any idea?
And they own the next case that we will be reviewing as well.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Well, I'll make the motion that, we send a certified letter.
I'll second that. Motion and second to send a certified letter for non-compliance. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passed.
Awesome. Well, we will move on to case WD 2026-2021. It begins on page 6 of the compliance packet. But yeah. Page 6. Again, goes over the case details for WD 2026-021. Sort of, again, chronology on what we've done so far up to this point in time, and then the county follow and failed on the 14th. Again, it's the same map. Alex was so kind to put the little descriptors up here. So it's the green lot to the that'd be to the east of the other lot from 20. Again, this one did have substantial amount of white top on it. If you guys can see in the pictures on page 9. On page 9, and then there's quite a bit of common mullein interspersed in there, as well as musk thistle. I think there was some Dalmatian toad flax as well. In that lot as well.
Okay.
You guys have any questions? Leave my notes down.
The house next to it, do they know the people that own that lot?
That is a question I do not have an answer for. I did not look at that property, so it's out of my purview.
Looks like a multi-family housing.
It is a multiplex. They do have a road that is north of these two properties to access a back area there. And it seems pretty well maintained, this other property. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary, not just speed wise.
Well, I
I should
guess
know-
I guess all I'm saying is Montanans being Montanans, they usually know who's beside them, and if they maintain their property really well and they have this next to them, that's got to be making them crazy. So they might be able to help us get in touch with.
We don't.
For what it's
Sorry.
worth, the house to the east is owned by somebody that lives in Utah.
Yeah, we don't go outside of our way to contact adjacent landowners. That's just not part of the process currently.
But Jeannie Almond has lived in Helena for a long time. Her whole family has, and they're realtors. Surely they have some
I mean,
reason to keep
Mr.
up.
Chair, if I may add, when we were out there inspecting the properties to the north, the property north to this, they have sprayed all the musk thistle and stuff on the other side of that access road, and this area down here seemed to be fairly well managed for noxious weeds. It was just these two lots that got turned in. So at least in this section, so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as far as contacting other landowners around them, but you waste a lot of time doing that, I think.
We don't have a way to do that outside of mailing a letter to these properties, which would then just extend the process time.
Yeah, I mean, if they're realtors, they gotta know what's going on, so. I mean, they're supposed to have a management plan on it anyway, so.
She may be old enough so that she's no longer functional, but company would still be there.
Well, I make the motion that we send a letter, a certified letter.
Okay, I'll second again. Okay. Neil? Okay, so it's been motion second to send certified letter. Any other discussion? Questions? Okay, seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
I,
all opposed? Motion passes.
Awesome. That concludes our stuff for Appendix A. We can move on to Appendix B. And just right now, notice of just to go over Appendix B, noncompliance, notice of noncompliance case pending delivery. So the three cases that you can see here, WD 2026-15, 16, and 18. We haven't received anything that our certified letter has been delivered yet. So we're just waiting for certified delivery.
And these were all sent to the same two addresses.
These
Uh,
are previous cases from last board meeting. So one of them is actually the same owner as the two cases you guys reviewed today. And then the other two are separate landowners.
Okay.
Is this an actual mailing address? I mean, I know it's a location,
It's
but
based off of the tax records.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so sorry, there's nothing to, we can't really proceed forward until we have, yeah, that they got the letter delivered to them and then their time would start. Once they sign that letter, so this is something Alex and I and before even me that this division has always worked with. It's just, waiting for the delivery of certified mail to be delivered, and when it gets delivered, that's just sort of when it starts, and then it'll roll into whatever section is the next meeting for that to be added onto, so.
And they were sent out the second.
Yep, they were all voluntary compliance letter, the non-compliance letter, they're all mailed, yep, July 2nd.
We're sitting on 13 days, so tomorrow's 14.
Correct, but the notice has to be signed for, and we have to receive notice, the certified mailing slip back to us, and their time would start once they did
So
sign.
they sign it.
Yeah.
So if they haven't signed it,
Yeah, it's kind of just have to wait until the notice either is delivered or to the sender.
you guys haven't seen it come back at all.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully you get the letter signed back or the certificate signed back and we'll proceed at the next meeting then with it. Okay.
One more question on that. If they, I mean, because there's people that like dodge those kinds of letters. Is there a process by which we send registered mail or another version in order to get that to them so that the time clock starts, or is that outside of what we're doing?
It's a good question, Shelley. Per the policy that you all approved, you guys would then have the option to issue a second notice of non-compliance or post a dated order.
And this was sent beginning of June, correct?
These issues were noticed on July 2nd.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Okay.
So the mail will return those certified if they're not signed, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We can check the tracking, and that would at least let us know the starting timeline of when they did sign for the notice, but we do need the slip to come back to us to actually show that landowner or representative of that property signed for the notice.
I think I would check up on it, see what you can find out about it, because I mean, it's 13 days.
Mhm.
That's.
Yeah.
They've had to have gotten it,
Yeah,
I would think. I know mail's slow, and it's gotta go to Great Falls and then come back, but still.
Yeah, and the tracking will show attempted deliveries
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I would check on that and then we can discuss it at the next board meeting for sure, but
It's just one of those things where we do need the notice to come back if it is not delivered for you guys to proceed with issuing still second notice of posted order.
Mr. Chair, too, if I may add, just again, just sort of doing this for a while, it can take some time to come back. We've done some mailers to subdivisions, our educational postcards that you guys have asked, and we've done two as well. I think it was a month and a half before we got some of those back that were delivered, so. It's just not a real fast process sometimes, so just so you guys all understand a little bit or have some understanding of what would happen.
yeah, just for you guys' notice, I guess I went back out to the subdivision, cause I had to take a cabinet out there. Where we were looked at last meeting. And probably all of them but two people had mowed the ditches. So that was working. There's one house out there that has not done anything, and I'm not sure anybody's living there. That thing is solid weeds. I don't think there's a blade of grass growing in it. So you might, if you haven't put a mailer on their door thing, I would maybe go out and.
That was in that
take a
scenic,
look at it.
that was in that,
Oh,
man,
It's on the Speedway Drive Road.
yeah,
the educational postcards went out in the mail this week.
oh,
So
Yeah, cause that place was just unbelievable, so. But everybody else seemed like they were taking care of their stuff, so that was good. Okay, again, I do appreciate you guys doing this. This makes it so easy for us to be able to come in and do this and. Just works out pretty well, so. Okay. Dr. Trailhead, tomorrow. Who wants to talk?
So far we have 11 people signed up. On the survey form, I forgot to put an option for people to list their names, so I'm not sure if that 11 includes any of you or not. Sweet. I also have some other friends, Big Sky Watershed Corps members coming, so hopefully we'll have like around 20 people or so, because a lot of people from the Department of Ag are coming too. We'll be picking up snacks and drinks from Costco later. Lori from Department of Ag is going to be bringing all the weed pry tools and gloves, and then we're going to do like a little demonstration on how to use iNaturalist and the CCAP.
Good.
And then we scouted out the Spring Meadow area. There's a lot of borealism. We have to remember to take before and after pictures for reporting purposes. We hung up our plaque on the kiosk, so that's up. That's about everything. Yeah, starts tomorrow at 10 at the Pavillion.
Do you happen to talk to Fish, Life and Parks about the skunks?
I know. No, I don't know if we're gonna be over where the skunks are at.
Yeah.
you got a family somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a family.
Oh, no.
It's on the backside of Spring Meadow. My daughter-in-law and son and their little girl were out walking last week. And came around to that backside to where you can go up into the Fish, Life and Parks thing. Well, there's a culvert there. There was 6 skunks in that culvert. That they saw.
Oh, yeah.
So, and they're just little buggers, but they're running all over the place, so. I told Christian the video, I said, "You better check it out, just make sure nobody gets sprayed back there."
Yeah, when we went out to scout, we're on the pavilion on the backside of Spring Meadow. That's like that really nice pavilion. That's where we're gonna have set up, and then we sort of scouted sort of that area, and then Lily, Alex and I walked up to like, you're going into like Montana
Oh,
Wild,
yeah,
so
yeah.
sort of, and that's where the kiosk is over there, so.
Mm.
I think there's plenty of weeds between the pavilion and to where our kiosk is for us to have a good start.
Without disturbing the skunks.
Without disturbing the skunks, I don't think that we had any culverts on that
So
section.
questions, just for my clarification, is the pavilion on which side of the lake?
If you park at the Spring Meadow, that big parking lot, not the Montana Wild side, on the
Right.
Spring Meadow side.
Like,
And
So in
then,
other words, sort of by, this is the golf course.
Yeah. Yeah.
North on this corner.
Yep,
Okay, I just want to be sure, the wrong spot.
Okay, that'd be great. Thanks for getting that set up. Guess any public comment? No public here, so I guess we're good. Items for the next meeting. We should be able to move forward with these three that we've got outstanding so far. And should almost be able to see what happens with these new letters that we sent out today, but. So I would definitely track them a little bit, see where we're at. Any other discussion or questions, comments, anything about next meeting?
Just, looking at the date there, I'm still gonna be at a national conference on the fifth, so I won't be able to make it.
Okay,
In fact, actually, I won't be able to make it. I think I'm actually chairing some sessions that day, so I can't be able to skip out.
okay,
Sorry.
okay. Thanks for letting us know that.
yeah. And then just to let you all know, I think Alex and I mailed out like 13 voluntary compliant, 14 voluntary compliance letters, so. And we'll see if we hear from them. And those will be, whoever we don't hear from, those will be in Appendix A for the next meeting, so.
Good.
So, a little bit more, the knapweed's starting to bloom, so the, everybody knows what knapweed is, so anyways, we're starting to get a little bit more phone calls in regards to. So,
There are some monster knapweed plants growing behind. I guess it's used to be where Trinity Center was gonna be,
mm,
but there's some knapweed that are taller than the table.
right, you like that shortcut that
Yeah,
goes back to on the backside, right there by that I think it's
Scandinavian,
Scandinavian furniture, and then
Yeah,
borders the cemetery right there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, there's some huge plants back, there's a lot of. There's all kinds of weeds there, but baby's breath is really starting to grow there too. I hadn't seen that before this year, so
The baby strip.
baby's breath, yeah.
Last meeting, I complained about the weeds going up Montana, the biking path. Where I walk my dog and has weeds on it. Somebody, and I know it wasn't the weed people. That thing is mowed. There is no weed on either side, the part that I walk on. I just, appreciate whoever got that because it was weedy.
Yeah.
It's red, so thank you.
Good. Okay, with that, next meeting, 1:00 here on the 5th. Need a motion to adjourn.
But move.
Appreciate it. We are adjourned. Thanks for coming online, you guys. We appreciate it. Thanks for you guys coming in person. Nice to get it done. It's fairly easy to do. Worked out good.